What if the world's history took a different path? What if the maps you've seen since childhood were wrong? Entire continents never divided by foreign hands, no cities renamed, no cultures erased. This is not fantasy. The turning point was real. The choices were there. It is the year 1493. The air in Europe is charged with possibility. The printing press has unleashed a flood of ideas. The spice trade flows like gold, and the compass, born of Chinese innovation, guides sailors across uncharted seas. In our history, these ingredients led to conquest, colonization, empire. But in this history, they lead to something else entirely. In the snow-dusted halls of a Portuguese palace, a gathering is called. Crowns glitter under candlelight. Voices murmur. Maps, freshly inked, show strange coastlines. Tales of distant kingdoms reach royal ears. Kingdoms not of weakness, but of wealth, science, and power. The monarchs realize these lands cannot be taken by force, not without ruin. And so, a decision is made. Our history remembers the Treaty of Tordesillas, a cold line drawn across the globe, dividing the non-European world between Spain and Portugal. But here, that line is never drawn. Instead, the Treaty of Equal Shores is born. No nation may claim another by conquest. Military ventures are banned beyond home continents. In their place, embassies are established, bridges instead of chains. Picture the moment, a hall filled with the smell of hot wax as seals are pressed into parchment. The Pope's voice echoes through the chamber, not blessing conquest, but blessing cooperation. Merchants grin, scholars exchange knowing glances. The military men shift uncomfortably. Profit without war is a foreign idea to them. And across oceans, in the markets of Tenochtitlan, the golden courts of Mali, and the harbors of Ming China, news spreads. Europe is coming, not as conquerors, but as partners. In West Africa, caravans heavy with gold and salt meet Portuguese ships under the burning sun. There are no chains, no muskets. Instead, shaded tents hold bargaining tables piled with ivory, silk, manuscripts bound in leather. The Songhai Empire sees a chance to expand its libraries. Portuguese traders bring glassware and navigational charts in exchange for gold dust and knowledge of the desert's hidden routes. Across the Atlantic, the Aztec Empire expands its great marketplaces. Feathered merchants greet strangers from Spain, trading cocoa beans and obsidian blades for wool and steel tools. The Maya-Ass astronomers teach European sailors how to read the stars with a precision they have never seen. Meanwhile, in the east, the Ming dynasty's harbors glitter with ships. Porcelain, tea, and lacquerware leave China's shores. In return, they receive glass from Venice, dyes from India, silver from the Andes. The world's cultures do not vanish, they blend. Without colonization, Africa's centers of learning grow into world powers. In Timbuktu, the libraries swell to rival Florence's. Scholars from Arabia, West Africa, and even Europe study side by side. Medicine advances, astronomy flourishes, and trade funds universities rather than armies. The Inca Empire pushes its engineering even further. With no foreign armies to resist, its laborers carve entire citadels into mountainsides, connect valleys with suspension bridges, and expand irrigation canals that turn deserts into farmland. And in Europe, wealth still flows in, but not from plunder. The Renaissance becomes truly global. Italian painters depict not only the hills of Tuscany, but also the markets of Calicut and the temples of the Maya. Music absorbs rhythms from Africa, Asia, and the Americas, creating new harmonies that cross oceans. This is not a perfect world. Alliances form and break. Wars still burn. But they are fought between equals, not masters and subjects. The 1500s become known as the Century of Exchange. The Council of Oceans, an international body of envoys, meets once a year to set trade rules, protect sea routes, and keep peace among nations. Pirates still stalk the waters, But when captured, they face not the justice of one crown, but the judgment of all. From the Caribbean to the Indian Ocean, port cities turn into cultural crossroads. In one dockside tavern, you might hear Swahili and Nahuatl mingling with Portuguese and Mandarin. On the streets, cooks blend chili peppers from the Americas with Asian spices, creating dishes no single culture could have imagined. And in the quiet rooms of scholars, new inventions emerge from the fusion of ideas. Navigation instruments refined by both Arab mathematicians and Inca engineers. Medical treatments combining African herbal knowledge with European surgery. In this world, empires measure greatness not by the size of their armies, but by the depth of their alliances. By the early 1600s, cities like Lagos, Cusco, Malacca, and Tenochtitlan are global capitals, connected by diplomacy, not subjugation. When famine strikes in Japan, ships from Africa, the Americas, and Europe arrive laden with grain. When plague grips West Africa, physicians from China and the Ottoman Empire travel to lend their knowledge. Crisis does not divide the world, it binds it. There are still rivalries. A Portuguese fleet might clash with Ming warships over an unpaid debt. The Aztec and Inca might compete for dominance in Pacific trade, but these are contests between giants, not predator and prey. By the late 1600s, the idea of colonization is an outdated relic, an unthinkable concept whispered only in history lessons. Instead, the global stage is shaped by a tapestry of powers. No single nation dominates. Innovation is shared, not hoarded. And with each passing century, cultures grow more intertwined. The world map looks nothing like ours, yet it feels fairer. Children in Mexico learn the history of Mali's kings alongside their own. Traders in West Africa speak Quechua as easily as Arabic. Chinese scholars quote Greek philosophers, while European scientists reference Aztec mathematics. The story of humanity is no longer a tale of domination, it is a chorus of voices. This is not the history we inherited, but it could have been. The turning point was real, the choices were there, and in this world, they chose peace. In the next episode, we journey deep into the Americas of this alternate reality, a land untouched by colonization, where ancient civilizations rise into the modern age on their own terms. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and please subscribe for more contents.